I'm Liz, teaching from my studio Brazilian Yoga and Pilates in Los Angeles. I'm here to show you today a couple of poses that will aid in fertility. So the things that these poses have in common are: one, they relax the pelvic region. This is very important. We tend to spend a lot of our time kind of clenching this area, but what we want to do is allow it to expand, relax, and make space for the new things we're trying to create. Second thing that these poses have in common is the fact that they're going to tilt the pelvis up in the direction that you want it to be so things can be flowing toward the uterus. The third thing about these poses is up to you, because it's the timing that's really crucial. You want to do these poses after a good session of partner yoga. Ladies, you understand what I'm saying. So immediately after your partner yoga is when you're going to do these two poses. All right, so the first pose we're going to do for fertility is legs up the wall pose. It's great to have a blanket for this one. You want it to be about an inch thickness. That way the hips can be a little bit more elevated. It's important to get things kind of going in the reverse direction. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the blanket up against the wall. Our mat is gonna be up against the wall as well. Our hips in the lower portion of our body are gonna go here. Our shoulders and head is gonna go on the mat. So it's great to get into this pose from a side angle. So you want to put your bunda right up against the wall, and then the side of your hip, and then slowly kind of twist around on your side and take the legs up the wall. The last part requires a little bit of shimmying so you can get everything nicely aligned in the corner. You want to feel your sits bones actually making contact with the wall. You want to feel your lower back supported by the blanket and your upper back resting on the floor. Legs up the wall pose is a wonderful pose for relaxing the whole body and for reversing the direction that things usually flow in, which is very important when you're trying to conceive. You can spend anywhere from 2 minutes to 10 minutes in this pose. It's a restorative pose, and I recommend taking many deep breaths and letting go and relaxing as much as possible. You want to open your hands up to the sky and spread out your arms. Any variation here with the upper body that helps you let go a little bit more. And if you feel like doing so, a great way to open the hips is to actually just start sending the feet outwards. So you can stop here, or you can go further if you can. But the idea is to just start opening the hips and actually expanding the pelvis, making room for something new. So whether you're keeping the legs open or keeping the legs together, you want to spend a nice amount of time in each pose so that your body can really get used to this new shape. Remember that the legs opening are also about opening the pelvic region, so try to get your breath down in there as well. And see if you can breathe so deeply that you actually feel the pelvic floor moving into the wall. And when you've finished, go ahead and draw the legs together. Give your knees a hug in towards the chest and slowly roll over onto one side. Once again, using your arms to support you coming back to a seated position. Okay, so the second pose we're going to do for fertility is called Happy Baby Pose. In some circles, it's also known as Happy Boyfriend Pose or Happy Husband Pose. You've seen it probably before in The Big Lebowski, but I think it's important that we do it a little bit differently than she did. I would like to actually elevate the hips and put them on a blanket, because the idea is to get the hips kind of going that way. So go ahead, get your back on the floor. You want your hips to be raised on the blanket, and once again, you want your upper back to be on the floor. Then we're going to take our legs up and we're going to try to bend our knees into right angles so that they fit nicely into our armpits. Now the idea behind this pose is to open the hips to elevate the hips a little bit so that they're higher than the heart and everything can once again flow to the place that it needs to flow. Inhaling, taking huge breaths. Try to imagine yourself actually expanding laterally or sideways across the mat. You want to think of creating space and fullness in the pelvis. You can spend anywhere from 5 to 20 breaths and beyond in happy baby pose. It's an easy pose to hold, but the key is to enjoy it. You might even find yourself rocking back and forth a little bit too, which can also be beneficial. And once you've finished, you'll slowly take your feet down and roll onto your side to return to a seated position. Great, so again, the way that these poses can help you with fertility is by relaxing the pelvic region, by tilting the pelvis posteriorly so that things start to flow this way, and you gotta get that timing right, ladies. So remember these poses, they're easy and you can do them anytime after your partner yoga.